Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today you can tell I'm not in my usual spot. Today's a little weird. First off, I have a wicked bad cold. It is getting better despite the way my voice sounds. Also, it's really cold in my room because I don't have good heat. It's like 65 degrees, hence the fluorescent cuddly sweatshirt. Also, my library is kind of in pieces because a long story with the water pump thing, I don't really know. So it's kind of a mess over there. So instead you get to see me with some of my paint bar artwork over here. But I just couldn't wait any longer because it is finally time to talk about Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I'm so excited. You guys have no idea how much I am in love with this book. Okay, you might, because I have mentioned it in a couple other videos. But seriously, this book was so good. I got it at BookCon the very last weekend in May, and then I read it the first week of July. And so now I've been waiting, what, 4.5 months to talk about it with you guys, because I didn't want to talk about it too soon, because most of you couldn't get the copy and read it because it was still not out. But guess what? It comes out in like 12 hours. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not doing math today. I already went to work. Anyways, it's on sale this week, Tuesday, October 20th. You can finally go and buy Illuminae at the store, and then you can read it and we can talk about it. So today I am going to talk about it. So this video might be a bit long because I have a lot of things to say. Going off the cover, I had no idea what to expect because it really doesn't tell you anything, except it's blurbed by Marie Lu and Laini Taylor, so, you know, that's enough for most people to pick it up and read it. Here's the thing, okay? I thought it was gonna be like some political drama. You know, I was thinking Illuminae, Illuminati, that's kind of where my brain went. But then you open the dust jacket and, oh, ooh, what is this? And it looks like this when it's naked, and it's still like documents crossed off, highlighted, notes are written in, what's going on. I wasn't sure it was going to be my type of thing. However, I was very, very wrong. Because then I picked it up and I started flipping through and wait, okay, whoa, wait, what is that? There's like a girl and it's a picture, but it's all made out of words. And then there's black pages, and then there's like instant messages, and then there's all different things. And like, oh, look at this. These are some of my favorites. Wait, where'd you go? Like some of those? Oh, ooh, don't you want to read it now and find out why it's all like this? Did I mention I've been sick all week? I'm in like a really weird mood because I've been sick all week and then I worked all day today. So this is what you're getting. Sorry. So this book is a compilation of documents. It's 600 pages, but it flies by. Both times that I've read it, I read it in a day. But these 600 pages compose the file that is chronicling the Carenza incident. I don't know if that's the actual name or if that's just what I'm calling it. I think they call it the Carenza incident though. Carenza is the name of the planet where 17-year-old Katie is from. And on this particularly bad day that she breaks up with her boyfriend, her planet is then invaded and destroyed, and a lot of people are getting killed, but a lot of people also manage to make it to 3 spaceships that come to rescue them. And so they're trying to outrun these evil spaceships, but there's just a whole series of things that are going wrong as well. And so this 600-page file is composed of hacked documents such as military records, interviews, medical documents, interstellar memos, instant messages, emails, what else is there? Oh, like security tape footage that's been transcribed. It's just so good. The way it's put together is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing. It's like a visual playground for your eyes and your brain, and it's just so cool the way it all comes together, because it's not like your typical novel that's just telling you a story. You're having to piece things together, but it works. It works so well. I've never read a book that's told like this is. It's just so fantastic. And I think one of my favorite things is because all of these civilians were taken onto these rescue ships, now they're all overloaded, and to try and keep some order, they kind of conscript some of these civilians to be in the army so that they can help run things on the ship and help try and fight off the enemy spaceships that come. So the security tape footage and stuff that is transcribed by civilians trying to be army personnel, and they're kind of hilarious. It's awesome. Now all of these black lines, so the agency that is reading this file and trying to work out what happened doesn't want cussing in the document. So anytime there would be a cuss word, it's blacked out. Because our story starts with the deaths of thousands of men and women and children, but God forbid there's a swear. That's a line in the book. I like that line. I kind of love it a lot. So it's just told in just such a really cool way. So I don't want to tell you too much of the plot because I think it really is best to go in not knowing a whole lot about the plot. I think that's how it works best, honestly. So let's talk about other things that aren't the plot. Let's talk first about the writing. I already told you about the style and that it's a whole just bunch of different documents. We also get journal entries. Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention, these journal entries are my favorite thing ever because they are just like breaking, like heartbreaking, soul-wrenching. Like I could relate to Katie so much in those moments, even though I haven't been quite in those situations. She has lines in those sections that are just like, they broke me, and I was just, oh my gosh. They were just amazing. Those were honestly some of my favorite sections, those journal entries. But the whole writing style in this book was just absolutely gorgeous. I loved the way there was just this perfect blend of snarkiness and sarcasm, and then all of a sudden there was this deep philosophical thought of like, where did that come from? On one page you're laughing, on one page you're crying, the next page your mind is blown because you're like, wow, that's a really beautiful sentence. And then on the next page, the words are like twisting around the page to tell you what's happening. It was just so gorgeous. Amy and Jay, you guys did a fantastic job of blending together. It just flowed really well, and I don't have words to say how much I love this book and how beautiful I thought it was. The writing was beautiful, the style was magnificent, the whole thing, I just loved it so much, and I can't wait for the next one. To tell you just how much I love this book, okay? Not only have I been thinking about it nonstop since I read it back in July, not only did I read it for a second time this weekend in like 6 hours, but it's one of those rare books. Like, you know the best book hangover feeling? It's that, but like I just want to sit and like, I don't feel the need to rush off and read the second book right now, which is good because, you know, at the time I'm filming this, the first one hasn't even been released, technically. But I just want to talk to people about this book. Yes, there's cliffhangers and I want to know how they work themselves out, but I just want to like keep thinking about it and keep reading it and talk about it with people and see what you guys think and like have you love it as much as I love it so we can just freak out about it because I love it so much. And it was just so different from most other books that I just want to like appreciate it and just enjoy it for a while before the next one comes, which is pretty nice, I guess. And I'm enjoying this feeling. So yeah, the writing in this book and the way it's told is just superb. Fantastic. Love it. Now I want to talk about the characters because the characters are really fun. Easy one first, Ezra. Ezra is Katie's love interest, for lack of a better phrase. He is the ex-boyfriend that she breaks up with in the very beginning of the book. That's not a spoiler. Like, that's everywhere. I like Ezra a whole lot. He's really snarky, and he's really romantic and sweet, and he's got like this poet's heart, even though he can't fully express it the way he wants to. It's just super sweet, and I like him a whole lot. He's just so sweet, and I think it's a good match for Katie, because Katie is our main character, our heroine, and she is pretty great too. What I love about her is that she's not like most female characters who's just like, yeah, come on, let's do this. She's like terrified the entire time, and in some ways she reminds me of Katniss, because Katniss did step up and do what needed to be done, but it also broke her, and everything that's happened here did break Katie, but it also made her stronger in good ways, the same as Katniss. But we really get to see that Katie is just an average girl who's all of a sudden in this horrendous situation that she has to deal with, and she seems to be the only person who cares about fixing it. And I love getting the brokenness from her. Like I said, we get it a lot in her journal entries. There's one journal entry that's just the most heartbreaking, I think, is when she's asking for her mom like 20 times. I was like in tears, because what 17-year-old girl wouldn't be doing that in that situation? Like, I'd be doing that now, let's be honest. But also, like, there's this one scene where she literally just can't deal with what's happening, and she curls up into a ball, even though, like, she could very well be dead in 5 minutes and people are trying to come hurt her. But she just is, like, overwhelmed. She stops, she curls up, she has a breakdown, she cries and cries and cries, and then she stands up and just goes to work and does what she needs to do to try and save at least somebody, even if it's not going to be herself. And I just love her character so much. I think there's a lot of room to grow to over the next couple of books. I'm really excited to see how it all plays out. I love that she's just a regular girl with one special power, and it's not bravery, it's not strength, it's computers, and it all just works out so well, and I think it's really cool. The other character that I need to talk about, that we need to talk about, is Aiden. I'm not going to say a whole lot about Aiden because I don't want you to know a whole lot, but I went from totally neutral with Aiden to holy crap, you're psychotic, to you are the creepiest thing ever, and then all of a sudden, like, I didn't hate Aiden anymore. I don't know where exactly it happened. Definitely towards the end. But, like, I don't hate it anymore. And so I'm really curious and kind of hopeful that Aiden's going to be in the next book, because I think I want more Aiden. I don't want to say much to give away anything, but, like, if you guys have read it, when you guys read it, please come back and talk to me about Aiden, because I want to talk about Aiden. And all of Aiden. All of it. Hashtag, am I not merciful? Which is the creepiest line of anything ever now. Okay, do you guys watch Doctor Who? I'm assuming some of you at least watch Doctor Who. You know in Doctor Who, the episode of the Doctor's wife, when the TARDIS comes to life on that weird planet and you have Uncle is the planet and taking care of everybody and, like, creepiness, and then Uncle gets into the TARDIS and is that voice. You know who I'm talking about? That deep voice that's just coming through the TARDIS and everybody's terrified. That is the voice that Aiden had in my mind, and so I'm just picturing that voice, really monotone, going, am I not merciful? Oh, terrifying. Absolutely terrifying and brilliant and perfect. So I think that's all I want to say, actually. I could just, like, go on and on and on talking about all the different little pieces of it and different scenes and different lines that I loved, and I really could. And so if you'd like to get into a discussion about that with me, then by all means start commenting down below, because I am ready to chat. But I'm really excited because I know Booksplosion, this is the book of the month, I think for November. I will definitely be watching that live show because I love this book and I'm going to need to just see everybody talk about it and break it down. I loved this book so much. I thought that the second time around I wouldn't love it as much because, like, the thrill would have worn off and, like, there was no surprises. No, I still loved it just as much, if not more. Like, seriously, I think it gets like 10 stars, not just 5. It gets all the stars in the galaxy, all the stars for Illuminae. So you need to go out and get it. I don't care how. Go get it from a store or the library or something. It was really cheap on Amazon before it was released. I don't know how much it is now, but it was like $10 before. So go check it out, go buy it, go read it, go love it, and then come back here and talk to me about it, because somebody needs to talk to me about it, because I'm gonna go insane if I can't talk about it with someone. So that's it, because my voice is not going to last much longer. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you'll pick up Illuminae and love it as much as I do. Let me know what you think once you've read it down below. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye!